everyone, we have to cover Pudgy Penguins here, and as you can see, we are up 5.5% in the last 24 hours here. It has been recovering a little bit, but I'm going to talk about what I think is about to happen next here inside of Pudgy Penguins in the market. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but guys, let's hop straight into it. So as you can see, we're doing pretty decent. 123 million in volume, 645 million in market cap. Can't beat that, not too bad, but still down 43% in the last 30 days here. So remember, we were going through this bullish pattern, which is our falling wedge, which is supposed to be a bullish pattern, but we broke down to the downside of that, and then we went up here through this, which is a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern, which we did it again. We broke down from that, which we're supposed to, and now we're kind of trying to make our way back up. Right now we don't have any particular pattern that I'm noticing, or at least nothing that's too noticeable right now. So I will keep you guys updated on that. But what I am seeing on the percent R trend exhaustion, the short-term trend for one has broken past the long-term trend. Every time that does that, the short-term trend comes back down and dumps. And when it does that, we end up seeing the price of whatever we're trading dumping as well, because the long-term trend has to come down as well. We see this time and time again every single time. So when that happens, we are going to see a pullback. So we're pretty much waiting for that pullback moment here on Pudgy Penguins. Nice buying pressure here on the MACD. So I do think that we are going to have another pullback here, which will cause some more selling pressure here. So I would say prepare for another pullback. I know people are probably thinking that it can't pull back anymore. But according to the hourly chart, I've seen stuff like this all the time, and it does look like we could get that pullback. I mean, need I say more? Like, look at this, same thing on the percent R trend exhaustion. Look at this, same thing on the percent R trend exhaustion. Look at this, same thing on the percent R trend exhaustion. Short-term trend breaks past the long-term trend. Look at this, same thing on the percent R trend exhaustion. And yes, pretty much over and over and over again. And just to go back there and show you guys, so you don't think I'm just circling random things, look at how the short-term trend all the way back here kept breaking out, but had to come down because the long-term trend didn't follow it. Short-term trend breaks out, has to come down. Long-term trend did not follow it. Short-term trend breaks out, has to come down. Long-term trend did not follow. Short-term trend breaks out. Long-term trend follows halfway, so the price goes up a little bit more, but eventually it has to come back down. So it keeps happening, and it continues to pull back and dump. So that is pretty much how that is working. And if we look at what we're doing now, look at how far past the short-term trend has went past the long-term trend. Now you can say and make the point that this is just the hourly chart, which is true. It's a short-term chart. We can look at the 4-hour chart, and right now, you know, the short-term trend and the long-term trend are kind of like right next to each other. So hypothetically speaking, if on the 4-hour chart they both keep breaking out on a sharp rise upwards, we'll get a nice pump. But if it doesn't, and then we start to see the long-term trend, you know, curving a little bit sideways like it is here, and we start to see something like this, we see the short-term trend do this, and then the long-term trend do something like this, then we're not really going to see a big rise. We're going to see a temporary rise followed by a pullback. So if I had to make a guess, I would say 0.011 would be that level, and that's because if you look right here, that is exactly where we had resistance, where we've had support, and probably somewhere back there as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. 0.011. If it hits that and gets rejected, expect a pullback. So we should start going up right now. As you can see, the 4-hour chart looks pretty bullish. On the MACD, you can see it's turning bullish here, about to switch to buying pressure. So we should see an increase in the price here, but we could get rejected there and continue our journey downwards. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. But yeah, this is all I got, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.